in the postseason, defense and controlling the clock and running is everything. In basketball, rebounding and defense is everything in the playoffs. Once the playoffs start, everything changes. So you just got to be ready to play that way. And that's why the Astros did so well. That's why the Red Sox last year, we could talk about how they hit, but David Price was a giant last year in the postseason. So when you have those frontline guys in the postseason, and now you stack one or two of them up, you can hit all you want. But if you can't, if you can want to hit home runs all you want, but there's going to come a time where they're not going to let you hit a home run. So can you do those other things? And that's where pitching comes into play so much. And that's why the Dodgers, if the Dodgers had a closer, everyone would favor them. They don't. Kenley Jansen is not. He's shaky. No one is favoring them for that. Makes a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, that does, you do make a point there. Yes, you can make those runs, but yeah, that pitching is your backbone.
Yep. Bread and butter.
And in your opinion, or for you, who would you be your favorite to see in the World Series? Who would be your ideal matchup, end all be all?
I have the Astros. Like I said, I don't think anybody can beat them. So I have the Astros. I'll probably give the Dodgers the edge over Atlanta. I just don't think it'll be easy. And I just don't like the Dodgers pitching. Once Greinke went to the Astros, to me, Greinke going to the Astros was KD going to the Warriors. That's it, lights out.
Yeah. Fine. I have two that I'm kind of, I would be okay to see either one of these matchups. Would be the Dodgers and the Yankees. That would just be, something to see.
The classic.
It would be a classic of that, how many chances do you get for that to be a possibility? Not very often. And the other one, the Dodgers and the Astros. So,
yes.
Two of the best in each league. That's a battle to see, and hopefully, see it to 7 games. Duke it out. See who's the better team, and not only that, but also a rematch.
Yep, I'm with you.
Leading into the NFL, the season started. So there's a game on NBC. I don't even know what's going on, to be honest, at the moment. But for some, it started off starting off a little bit rough. With him and with Antonio Brown and what's going on there. I know for some fantasy football was not very great for those who picked them up on that, especially that first week. So he's going to be having some action, this weekend, this go around. So what do you see from him and now being with the Patriots?
That he's going to ball out and the Patriots are going to ball out with him.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. These are the Patriots, and that is Antonio Brown. Look, I'm in 5 fantasy leagues, and he's on 4 of my teams. And I had no problem when everything happened with Oakland. I got, hey, you want to drop him? I'll trade you. And I got trade offers that were just outlandishly stupid. I'd rather drop him than get some of the offers I was getting. I was like, I'm just going to hold on to him. I'll be good. And sure enough, he catches a touchdown and plays. And, tomorrow or Sunday, as of now, he's not in my lineup, and that's because I picked DJ Clark. And I know most people are going to say, where the hell is DJ Clark? He's catching touchdowns in Jacksonville, and because he's in Jacksonville, no one knows. So when it comes to fantasy, that's a different sport. But look, Antonio Brown catches passes. And we can document all this craziness there is, but I will say this. in this country, allegedly, you're innocent until proven guilty. And I don't know if you did it or not. There's only three stories that know. His story, her story, and the truth. That's all we know. And the NFL or the law or the courts, to me, will come and decide all that. If they were going to do anything, I would say put them on a commissioner's list. But I'm going to tell you something. If they brought her in on Monday, the lady that is accusing him of this, and mind you, not in a legal court, in a civil court, she's accusing him of this. She met with the NFL on Monday. Tomorrow is Friday. He still hasn't been put on the commissioner exempt list. So it makes you almost wonder, what did she say? What did they believe? What could she prove? And that's not saying she's wrong. I'm just saying it's odd that she went in there on Monday, and it looks like he's still going to play. Now, the one thing about Antonio Brown that you're going to see, that he's with the Patriots, have you seen his Instagram?
No, I haven't.
Have you seen his Twitter?
Neither.
Okay, have you heard what he's been tweeting and what he's been Instagramming?
I've heard a little bit. I'm not into the full story, so I need to get behind, get ahead of that.
Because since he's been in New England, he sent an Instagram. Well, I'm with New England, and then he sent another Instagram that showed him working out. And you know what else he sent? Nothing. Dead air. Because he's in New England now, and you only do it one way. That's the Patriot way. So you're not going to hear from him. Think about this. If Antonio Brown was in Pittsburgh and something like this happened, he would be talking up a storm. If he was in Oakland, he'd be talking up a storm. In New England, shut the hell up. And he's completely quiet.
That is true.
So until a decision is made one way or the other, you're not going to hear from Antonio Brown at all. He's done. He's quiet. Perfectly quiet.
Yeah, and even better that way too.
There's nothing to say.
Yeah, really. So there really isn't.
Nope, nothing to say.
So Ben Roethlisberger is out for the season.
Yep.
So what does that take for the Steelers? They're seems like they may be not having such a great season.
No. Okay. Even before he got hurt, put this into perspective. Like, really put this into perspective. People are happy, Steeler fans, commentators, Big Mouth Terry Bradshaw, they're all happy. Oh, Antonio Brown is gone. I wouldn't want to play with that guy. Le'Veon Bell, he's just greedy. He's just saying, I'm glad he's gone. You know when they're glad he's gone? Monday through Thursday. You know when they're not glad they're gone? On Sunday. Because no matter what you say, talent wins in the NFL. And Juju Smith-Schuster is a very good receiver. But you know what? He was a much better receiver when they were doubling Antonio Brown on the other side. James Washington was catching some good looks. You know why? Because they were worried about Antonio Brown and then rolling another eye on Juju Smith-Schuster, and he can sneak in for passes. James Conner, when he's filling in for Le'Veon Bell, nice fill-in. But he was still waiting for him to come back up to a point. This year, there's no coming back. You know that he's the guy. Running a little bit different. And that's the way it goes. Talent wins.
That's for sure.
And
you can see that with the Patriots.
You can see that everywhere in the NFL.
And with the Cardinals, to a certain extent,
Well, they're young. They're young, and they're playing competitive football, and that's all you really can ask for right now. They're not better than San Francisco. They're definitely not better than Seattle. And hell no are they better than the Rams. So if we really want to be honest, which I am, even though I get yelled at a lot for doing it with sports, I think they're 4 games. I think they're 4 to 5 team season wins. They're already 0-1. I don't have them beating San Francisco, the Rams, or Seattle. That's 7 losses right there. And, yeah, Pittsburgh isn't going to be great, but by the time Pittsburgh gets here, Tomlin is a hell of a coach. They're going to be a competitive team. They've already played Baltimore, and they lost in Baltimore. They still got the Browns, and I think Cincinnati's a very beatable team. They're just bad. They're just a bad team. But I don't think they're better than Cleveland. So we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting to see what's going to happen. There's been some shakeups, and with one of those being also Eli Manning, and what we've all seen and heard over the last week or so. What does this mean for his future? Possible retirement?
Yeah. I think Eli retired 2 years ago, just nobody told him. So I'm hoping it is, but we'll see what he decides to do. There may be someone that takes a chance on him, takes a flyer if he's still ready to play. But I think the NFL body has so many hits, and I think Eli's taken all those hits. I just don't see him playing quarterback well enough to go help a team at this age. And he's an apartment building back there. Almost all your quarterbacks that are any good, they can move. I'm not saying that they all are pocket. You have to be a pocket passer, but they can get out and they can move. Eli can't move at all. And when you look at the team with the better teams in the NFL and take Tom Brady out, because he is just Tom Brady. He's an exception to every rule. But when you start looking around the NFL with the teams that are winning right now, and I'll quickly go through this. Buffalo, their quarterback moves. Baltimore, their quarterback can move. Cleveland, their quarterback can move. Indianapolis, Houston, their quarterbacks can move. KC, their quarterback can move. Dallas, Philadelphia, their quarterbacks can move. Green Bay, their quarterback can move. And the Rams, San Francisco, and Seattle, their quarterback can move. We're talking about Eli Manning. He's a statue. He is an apartment complex. That's just the truth.
Yeah. So honestly, I would say that I did see this coming a bit, but I expected him to retire, like you're saying, 2 seasons ago. That was, when he was last good. You can say that, being nice. But I don't know, I think he should have just retired before being benched, because that's not. He's being a good sport about it. I don't know if you've seen the video, and he's just kind of just letting it be, and being hopeful that maybe he can get some playing action this season. But this is not how I saw him ending the career.
Yeah. Look, they all, until they're forced to retire, they all do this. They do it the same way. You know what I mean? Pretty much. How many people go out on top the way they want to? Not many. Not many. So.
Do you see him being a future Hall of Famer? Do you think that this will have an effect on him if that is?
No. Okay. So there's 2 answers to that question. Will he get in the Hall of Fame? Yes.
How long will it take him to get there?
5 years. He's in. He's his first, second ballot. He has 2 Super Bowl titles, both over the Patriots, and he's a Manning. So he's getting in. Do I think he is a pure Hall of Famer? He wouldn't be the first person that comes to mind. But the question is, do I think he will get in? Yes. He will get in.
Okay. Good. So,
do you think he's going to get in?
I do. I don't think it'll be maybe the first couple of years, to be honest.